Welcome to the Class C State of New York playoff matchup as we have the Somers Tuskers coming into this matchup at 17-3 on the season, coming off a win against Wantagh, a big win, 21-14, where the Tuskers won the regional championship as they are taking on Main-Endwell, who comes into this matchup at 15-4 on the season, coming off a win in the first round of the playoffs against Highland, 17-7. That was also a great performance by Main-Endwell as I watched that game as well. The winner of this matchup will advance to the New York State Class C Lacrosse Championship, as both teams are hyped as the Tuskers are attempting to make their second state championship appearance and the first one since 2003. I'm Benny Silk and I'm here with
Brandon Nappi.
And Jayden Ferry.
And we got an exciting matchup for you. Let's just roll over some quick predictions we have. So I'm gonna go first. I think, this Somers Tuskers team is coming in strong and hungry. What they have been great at by winning is pulling ahead and making it a bigger lead to be able to make it too much of a lead for the other team to come back, and that's what Tuskers have been great at all season, getting the ball into the goal, great on defense as well, making the game not as close. And I think we're going to see that again by the Tuskers today. I think the Tuskers are going to take this one. Main-Endwell is going to give them a fight, especially in the beginning, but I think the Tuskers take this one 18-8. Brandon, who do you see taking this one?
Man, I got the Tuskers. They've been unstoppable this season. That includes making the national rankings top 25, along with going 15-0 in Section 1 contention. They've only lost to teams out of state and out of their section. So I have this final score today being a 15-12 game, Somers winning. I have it being a little closer. It's a playoff game, adrenaline running, so I think the Spartans are still going to bring it. Jayden, what do you think?
I'm thinking 14-10, Somers takes it. I really think Somers will come out strong here against the Spartans. They've just been having such a great season so far. I think it's just going to be a great competition, a tough battle for both teams, but I think Somers is going to come out on top at the end.
Yeah, and as we get started, I just want to point out something cool. We are doing this game. Fortunately, we have no video for you today, and we apologize about that, but we are able to call this game. We're right now in Middletown where the game is taking place in the press box, calling the game. Very excited to be able to call the game from the press box there, radio style, but we'll be back in a moment as we have a few pre-game interviews. Take a look. So, pre-game interviews not ready just yet. So, Brandon, do you want to talk a little bit about the way Somers have been playing great? How have they been doing such a great job this year?
Somers has been playing great off face-offs. Off the face-offs, Matt Mayfield has been able to win almost nearly every face-off for Somers this year. And then many of those face-offs have been turned around immediately for goals, often a one pass or Matt Mayfield taking it for himself. I believe it was last game, if I'm correct. Matt Mayfield did not lose a single face-off last game. Benny, you want to talk a little bit more?
Yeah, I know the Tuskers have also been great. They've had some great players on the field throughout the season. We've seen some great players and some to look out for today. We got Miguel Iglesias, Matt Mayfield, Tristan Iglesias, Cameron Violante, Kelly, Ruby, Mendez, Brush, Palazzolo, and Ruby are just a few to look out for. But this Tuskers team has been phenomenal this year. And now we're going to take a look at a few pre-game interviews, starting off with Tristan Marchell. All right, so I'm here with
Tristan Wachtel.
And what did you do to prepare for this big game?
And I think it's just, since such a big game, we've just been preparing mentally and physically all week. And I think we're really ready for this game. If we win this game, we get to go somewhere we haven't been in a very long time.
Yeah, definitely. And what would winning this game mean to you?
I think it would mean the world. I mean, we haven't been to a state chip in over 20 years, and we've never won one for our school, so it would be pretty big.
And finally, what is just the hype, the team atmosphere? What is the feeling going into this game?
I think we're all pretty hyped for this game, but we're pretty locked in mentally, so everyone's pretty focused right now.
All right, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome back here. As we prepare the next interview, teams are ready to to take the field. Teams have taken the field. Offensives, defenses have gone to their respective sides. And in the middle, we have Matt Mayfield for the face-off. He's in there with number three of Main-Endwell, Logan McGuire. Benny, take us away.
All right, so we're off in the middle for the face-off for the start of this matchup. We'll get you Coach Hirsch's pregame interview in a little while, but we're starting off. Matt Mayfield's been phenomenal all season long on these face-offs. Let's see if he's able to get it again, as he'll be taking on Logan McGuire. And we're off. Logan McGuire is going to start off with number 3, a loose ball, however, right away. As now we got whistle, play, blown dead, and so it's going to be, let's see, it looks to be, yeah, Main-Endwell's ball. So Main-Endwell takes it out. So number 18 of Main-Endwell taking it. That is Charaka, who goes back out to 22 now. Movement around for Main-Endwell. Movement around, guarded by Brett Kennedy. He tries to go for the goal. A loose ball there. Goes by so much players and winds up going out of bounds. It's going to be Main-Endwell's ball, and Main-Endwell's going to be able to hold on. So now Main-Endwell with it. 18 back to 22. Movement around as they're taking it around now. Number 2 with it as he's taking it to the back. Guarded by Brett Kennedy as he tries to shoot the goal. It goes up and it's going to go off to the left.
Yeah, out of bounds there. Main-Endwell is going to keep the ball there. Referee's going to redirect. Number 22 is going to make a quick pass to 12 up the Somers, to 18 up the Somers sideline there. He's going to work his way behind the net. Guarded there by Logan Ruby. He's trying to work back around the other side. He goes around his back for a shot there. That's deflected wide. It's going to be scooped up by number 2 just before going out of bounds. And Main-Endwell is going to be out of time there for offense, so the ball is going to be handed over to the Tuskers.
So Brett Kennedy's going to start off with it, and it's going to find Hudson Ruby, the goalie. Hudson Ruby now movement down the field, taking it around. Hudson Ruby is going to find Dylan Hernandez as it goes back out to Kelly. Kelly with it now, who finds Brush. Now Brush with it. Brush out wide is going to find Violante, who's going to find Tristan Iglesias now circling around the goal. Something that we've seen a lot this season in lacrosse. As Kelly is going to take it now. Guarded by Main-Endwell for 22 as now back out to, that was Kelly who tried to shoot the goal. It winds up going up high as Somers brings it back in.
And it looks like we have Violante bringing it back. Violante coming around, a wide shot. It's going to roll. It's going to roll almost out of bounds. As it rolls out of bounds, Miguel Iglesias was there fighting for it, but Spartans will get the ball there as Iglesias was out of bounds when the ball rolled out. So they ruled it Spartans' ball. Spartans with a long pass down the field. Instantly, and it's scooped up by 7 rolling. 7 coming down there, passing off to 2. 2 down the Somers sideline. Working behind the net. Behind the net there. He's coming back towards the Somers sideline, coming around the front. Looks for a shot, doesn't have it. He passes it off, and a low shot for number 27 of Main-Endwell goes in.
Landon Wallow gets it in for Main-Endwell as the Spartans are going to take a early 1-0 lead. As Main-Endwell gets it in as it's 9:36 left in the first as they get it in. So 1-0 Spartans early in this one as they take an early lead. Have Matt Mayfield for the Tuskers and number 3 Logan McGuire back out there for the faceoff. So back out, McGuire's gonna take it once again. McGuire brings it back down, back out to number 2.
Number 2 is Tyler Matthews. Tyler Matthews backpedaling towards the Somers sideline. He's gonna head towards the goal, up the sideline there. He's trying to work towards the goal, trying to work to the middle. He's gonna make a pass. Fake the pass there. Still has. He's working in front of the net. High shot, and it's knocked down by Ruby. Scooped up by Wachtel. Wachtel passes behind the net to Ruby there. Hudson Ruby, the goalie, to bring it upfield for Somers.
So Hudson Ruby now moving around now, taking his time. Somers spread it on out as he's going to decide to throw it. Throws it down the field. It's going to be a loose ball, but picked back up. That is Russell G. Picks it up as there's a flag out, but they're going to continue back to Iglesias as now movement now. Back, Miguel Iglesias finds his brother Tristan Iglesias, so they go back to Miguel Iglesias. movement around now as Iglesias guarded by number 17 of Main-Endwell as his movement to the back goes back out. It's going to find Jimenez as goes back now. Goes to the back as it goes back out to Kelly. Kelly taking it around as it goes up, and Mason Kelly is going to get the goal for the Tuskers. Mason Kelly moving around, able to get the underneath goal, and that's going to be Mason Kelly who gets the first goal for the Tuskers today. Number 11 of Mason Kelly gets it on in. He had it from the back, went around, got that underhand goal. What a goal by Mason Kelly.
Yeah, amazing goal there. He went with a low shot as he was coming around to the middle. The referees seem to be waiting on a player there. Looks like waiting for additional Somers player to make it back onto the field there. Set for the face-off here, Mayfield and McGuire. Face-off is going to be false start on Mayfield, the referee rules. So it's going to be Endwell's ball. Spartans.
All right, so I'm here
with it. So number 7
and
number 27.
What did you do to prepare for this
Rolo
big
to
game?
Start. Rolo passes up the field to number 8, cradling now, guarded by Burleski. Passes back to number 27. 27 passes to 18 at the top.
So now 18 with it, taking it around. Is going to find number 2, who's in the back now. Loose ball is going to find. Finds number 7 as moving around, cradling it around, takes it to the back. Now 7 goes back out. It's going to find 8. 8 takes it to the back. This is Main-Endwell. 8 is going to take it guarded by Boleski as he tries to go in for the goal. Going on, he can't get in, so he goes to the back. Teammate number 2 of Matthews back there as well as Matthews. As that's with it, a loose ball now. 8 loses it, and who winds up with it? Logan Ruby had it. The ball's on the ground. It's going to wind up the Tuskers. Tristan Watchell.
Yeah, up the field now. Dean Palazzolo rushing in. Looks like he doesn't have a shot. He's got back to Iglesias. Iglesias attempted a shot. Goes wide. Scooped up by Violante. Violante with a shot of his own. Hit the post. Scooped up by Iglesias on the rebound. Coming across to the middle. Tristan Iglesias with a low shot that goes in. Number 21 of Tristan Iglesias.
What a goal by Tristan Iglesias, getting that one in, and the Tuskers now take a early 2-1 lead here. A great goal by Tristan Iglesias. He has been phenomenal for the Tuskers all year long. He is only a sophomore, and he is also slated to be the starting quarterback in varsity football next season as well. Tristan Iglesias is one of the players to especially look out for on this Tuskers team. So we're back in the middle for the faceoff. Matt Mayfield's going to take it to the back. Matt Mayfield goes back out to Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias finds Tristan Iglesias, who loses the ball. Ball on the ground. Tristan Iglesias able to pick it back up. So Tristan Iglesias takes it from behind, finds Cameron Violante. Cameron Violante back to Matt Battaglia. As he now has it to the back. It's going to throw it on back. Finds Ryan Brush, who finds Kelly. Kelly with it now, as Kelly is going to take it, movement around. As Kelly goes to the back, it's going to find, that's Tristan Iglesias, who goes to the back. As it's a loose ball now, picked back up. Miguel Iglesias able to grab that.
6 minutes remaining in the first period of play. Miguel Iglesias trying to work up the middle. He's not going to be able to find a shot. It looks like he's going to work his way towards the Spartan sideline. Working his way back in now. Takes a shot. Low shot. Blocked away by the keeper. And it's going to be a loose ball near the Spartan sideline. Scooped up by number 9, but is then lost again. Scooped up then by Tristan Iglesias. Tristan Iglesias! Another goal! Past the stick of the keeper. He went up high that time.
What a goal by Tristan Iglesias. His second goal of the day. And we're just a little bit more than halfway through the first quarter. Another great goal. Tristan Iglesias just able to run up there and get it on in. A great goal by Tristan Iglesias, as it's now going to be a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, what an answer there by the Tuskers. Gave up the first goal instantly, and Somers has answered with 3 goals of their own.
All right, so now back in the middle for the face-off, as it's going to be a ball. It's going to be taken by number 3 of McGuire for the Spartans, taking it on back now as movement around, but heavily defended by Mayfield as it's going to find number 18 now of the Spartans. 18 back out, guarded by Brett Kennedy, also a star on the varsity football defense this past varsity football season, as it's going to take it from behind. Got to watch out on the guard there for the Tuskers as it's going to be taken to the back. Got number 8, that is 8 with it, as 8's going to take it guard. Now he's going to go and try to get the move as it's going to fall on down. A loose ball now, but the Spartans, number 2, is able to pick it up. And they're going to take it back. So now Spartans back with it as going to be 7. Going to take it back out to 22. 22 takes it back out to 2. Moving around to number 2 as it's going to go up. And it's a loose ball. Goes behind the goal. Tries to attempt the shot. And with that, it's going to be Tuskers' ball.
Yeah, bringing it up the field now from the pass from Ruby. That was Kelly. Kelly brought it up the field. Attempted a pass to Violante that went past him wide. It's going to go out of bounds and warded back to the Spartans.
Yeah, and as we have a moment, let's just talk about a couple players to look out for on the Spartans. So we got number 2 of Tyler Matthews and number 17 of Fingergen and Grace are 2 players to look out for on the Spartans.
Grace just made that long pass up the field there. It's going to be fielded by number 18. Wachtel got a stick on it, but wasn't able to do much there. 18 passes over to number 9. Cradling around near the Somers sideline. Unable to get a pass. Logan Ruby. Ruby trips, falls to the ground there. 9's able to get past. Logan Ruby back there. Finally makes a pass to number 18 at the top. 18 calming it down for his offense there.
So now as taking his time, as it's going to move around as in the back, guarded by Kennedy as number 2 taking it now. He's going to try to go in for the goal, and it goes on in for the Spartans. That is one of the players we were just talking about, Tyler Matthews, as that one goes on in, as it's now going to be a 3-2 game. Tyler Matthews gets it in. The Tuskers still up 3-2 in this one, as it is now a 1-score game with 3:23 left in the first, and Matt Mayfield and the Tuskers now back out for the face-off.
Set for the face-off here. Final checks. Face-off goes. Matt Mayfield with a face-off win. Number 6 of Matt Mayfield charges to the net. Pass to him to
Tristan Iglesias with his 3rd goal of the day. 3 straight goals for him after the Mason Kelly goal to start things off. Number 21 of Tristan Iglesias gets it in. So Matt Mayfield takes it from the face-off, runs it all the way. He sees he does, the goal's not open, so he finds Tristan Iglesias and gets it in. But yeah, so we're now back in the middle once again for the face-off, as got Matt Mayfield and McGuire out there. So a ball there. It's gonna wind up. As Tuskers have it now. Back with his Violante, who finds Tristan Iglesias. 3 goals today already. What a game for Tristan Iglesias in this first quarter, as Miguel Iglesias, his brother, the Notre Dame commit, tries to shoot the goal, and it winds up almost going in and off to the left. So we're now going to start back off. So Tristan Iglesias goes back out. It's going to find Russell as it goes back out to the 12th of Kelly. 12th of Brush, as goes back out, finds Iglesias. Iglesias back out to Jimenez as it goes back out.
back out there. A shot for Tristan Iglesias, a low goal for him with 2:30 remaining in the first period of play. Tristan Iglesias, number 21, has 4 goals on the day in the first period.
What a game by Tristan Iglesias. And now we're going to take a look at Somers' weapons. So, got Cameron Violante. He had 6 goals in that Section 1 championship game against Y. We have Matt Mayfield, who's been phenomenal against with the face-offs all season long. Miguel Iglesias has been phenomenal. He's going to play Lacrosse at Notre Dame. Mason Kelly also been phenomenal throughout the season. Multiple goals as saw to start off this game. And now Tristan Iglesias, another player, has been phenomenal throughout the game. Already 4 goals today. As we go back out now, is going to find Violante. Cameron Violante finds Tristan Iglesias. Tristan Iglesias is going to go to the back as it goes back out to Kelly. Kelly now with it, taking his time as Kelly goes back out to Battaglia. Battaglia now taking it, goes around number 1 as Matt Battaglia goes up. It's going to wind up going out as he tries to get the goal a little too far to the left to go in, and it winds up going out of bounds. But as there's an attempted shot, Somers being the closest, it's going to be able to retain possession, and Miguel Iglesias is going to start off with it. As here comes Miguel Iglesias going around as he tries to get the goal off to the right. And Miguel Iglesias has had a phenomenal season, coming off a 3-goal performance in that Tuskers win versus Wantagh, as now Tristan Iglesias taking it around. Goes back out, is going to find Battaglia, who finds Kelly.
Kelly near the Spartan sideline, working his way to the middle, met by 2 defenders there, still working around with a shot. Low, but it's fielded by the keeper. Spartan's going to take over on possession here, but Somers is going to do some riding, give them a hard time getting across that line.
As it's going to be taken back by Somers, back out to Tristan Iglesias, who finds Miguel Iglesias, and it's going to go in with the goal. Number 7 of Miguel Iglesias gets it on in for the Tuskers. A 6-2 lead now for the Tuskers, as they are going to extend this to a 4-point lead. A goal by Miguel Iglesias, as 5 out of the 6 goals today has been scored by a person with the last name of Iglesias.
Now, something we want to highlight here, the Spartans keeper is only an 8th grader on varsity. He is the only goalie on their roster.
Yeah, very interesting, very cool, as well as 8th grader having an important position there. As Matt Mayfield's going to take it from the faceoff, goes back out, and attempted goal by Miguel Iglesias. It's going to wind up going out, but as the Tuskers were the closest, it's going to be Tuskers who retain possession.
Tuskers retain possession. Violante to bring it back in for the Tuskers. He's going to calm it down. Head around the Spartan sideline up near the 20-yard line. Passes up to the top to Brush. Brush passes back to Violante. Violante getting a pick from Jimenez. Works his way to the middle. He has a shot. Shot deflected over the net by the keeper. And out of bounds. It's going to be awarded back to Somers.
So now we have Tristan Iglesias, who starts off with it for the Tuskers. Is gonna find with 39 seconds left in the first. So now back with it is Kelly. That is Russell G. As G has it. It's gonna be a loose ball now as it's gonna be picked back up by number 3 of the Spartans. Clock winding down towards the end of the first as now with it number 2 taking it for the Spartans as it's gonna wind up bowling out. So So now it's going to be the Tuskers who take it back as they're going to do movement down the field. 14 seconds left in the first.
Yeah, way up the field. Long pass ends up in the stick of Violante, but it's knocked out. 6 seconds left. A long shot across. It's going to go out of bounds. Spartans tried to attempt a long shot, but with 1.8 seconds, the Tuskers are going to have possession on their own half. Clock can take them down to 0. And that is going to be the end of the first period. 6-2 Tuskers with 12 shots.
And we'll be back right after the commercial break. I'm here with Somers.
Watch the Somers Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
A bubble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nikki Duffy.
Dean Palzall.
I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Somers Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah, we're back here, and quickly before the start of the next period, we're going to take a look at an interview that from Coach Hirsch. We spoke to him before the game today.
I'm here with Somers Varsity Lacrosse Coach Hirsch. And Coach, what did you do to prepare for this matchup, and how does it feel like the team to be in this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, we do what we always do. We focus on ourselves, keep the big picture in mind, and focus on doing little things to get to the big end. Yeah, we're really excited to play today.
Yeah, definitely. And what would it mean to this team if you're able to win today?
It means everything. We've been working really hard to step in the right direction for us. It's another step towards our ultimate goal. Our kids deserve it. They're the hardest working team in the state, and they're going to prove it today.
Yeah, definitely. And finally, what's like the environment with the team overall? What's the feeling before this game today? All right, so we're back now as it's the start of the second quarter, as movement now to the back, as taking it now is Cameron Violante. Start of the second quarter, Tuskers up 6-2. 5 of those goals by an Iglesias brother. My prediction, I said, coming into this game, we'd see 9 goals from Iglesias brothers. Brush tries to get the goal. It goes up too high, and it winds up going out. But we're going to start back up as now with it is Tristan Iglesias, as it's going to be moving around. Guarded by 32 is Tristan Iglesias, bringing it around to the back as Tristan Iglesias goes on back. It's going to find Brush as Brush goes back out. It's going to find Kelly as Mason Kelly trying to get the goal, and it's going to go too high there as it goes out. So now it's going to be number 0, Cameron Violante. Cameron Violante has been phenomenal as a sophomore all season long, as Cameron Violante takes it to back and gets it in. But they are going to call it back, the goal back, before it goes in. So that is not going to count as a goal, but a great shot for Cameron Violante but it's now the Spartans' ball. So now Spartans with it as it goes back. It's going to find number 27 as 27 goes back out. Finds 7 of the Spartans. It's going to lose the ball. It goes out of bounds, and that is going to make it Somers' ball. But a flag is called, and we'll wait to see what this is on.
Commentators.
So currently we got a flag out, and the score is 6-2. But yeah, so I'm Benny Silk.
Here with Brandon Nappi.
I'm Jayden Ferry.
And yeah, if you missed it, we are your commentators for today. Jayden also managing all our tech. And yeah, I want to thank you for listening today as we're now back. We're going to start back off as now bringing it back as the Spartans.
Spartans back in with it now. 18 over to 8 to 27 near their sideline. Pass behind the net to number 2. Passing out in front to number 7. Number 7 with attempted shot. His stick was hit by his Somers defender, and it's going to trickle out of bounds there. Spartans going to be closest, so 27 passing back into number 2. Number 2 coming around the front of the net, makes a pass. Pass to the top of the net, goes to 18, goes to 8. 8 over to 27 near the sideline, back to 22. 22 looking to come around, doesn't have an option. Low shot from number 7 goes past Hudson Ruby on the ground. It's going to be 6-3. Somers Tuskers still in the lead. 10:18 remaining in the second period.
All right, so what a goal by Declan Grace as that one goes on in. Multiple Graces also on this team as yeah, let's take a look at the Somers captain. So we got Dean Palazzolo, Matt Mayfield, Miguel Iglesias, Logan Ruby, Mason Kelly, Tristan Wachell, and Ryan Brush. Those are your captains as we head back to the middle for the face-off. As we're back out in the middle for the face-off, as it goes back, it's going to find Kelly. As Kelly's going to take it to the back. As coming off the last goal by Spartans, who just scored, making it 6-3. scored by number 7 of Grace. As now Miguel Iglesias taking it around. Miguel Iglesias trying to get the goal, and it's gonna go in! Miguel Iglesias gets that one, as that's gonna be his second goal of the day and the 6th goal of the day, scored by an Iglesias brother. An incredible another goal by Miguel Iglesias. As that is a great goal there, as that one goes in. And as we have a second, what do the Tuskers expect to see from Main-Endwell? So expect to see varied defenses and a patient offense. So multiple defenses and just a patient offense. We're now back out in the middle for the face-off, as it's going to be picked up by the Tuskers. Matt Mayfield with it as his movement to the around. Who goes back out to Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias finds Tristan Iglesias. Goes back out to Jimenez. As now with it, it's going to be, that was Cameron Violante who tried to shoot for it, and it goes out of bounds.
And now we're going to take a look at the coach's keys of the game. So Coach Hirsch said effective clearing, maintaining a good loose ball margin, and riding as well. And riding is an offensive strategy as Somers scores. Another goal for Somers there.
A goal there by Somers. We did not catch who got it there. So with that goal was Ryan Brush, who got it on in for the Tuskers. That's going to be his first goal of the day, as that one goes in for Ryan Brush. As the Tuskers now are going to make an 8-point lead, as we're now back in the middle. Matt Mayfield in the face-off, as it's going to be a loose ball there. Loose ball on the ground, as still loose on the ground, as it's going to be the Tuskers running up with it. Back out, so Wachell finds up, going to find Ruby, and who throws back to Kelly.
Kelly bringing it up the field here. Attempted pass over to Pico. A substitution already made there for Somers. Finds its way on the ground to Iglesias, but he works his way behind the net to Violante. Violante coming around out from behind the net. Pass it to Kelly. Kelly trying to get a screen, trying to work his way in. Kelly's going to have a shot off the crossbar there for Kelly. An attempted shot. It's going to roll all the way back to the Somers defensive zone. And as I was saying before, we had the Ryan Brush goal there. Riding is an offensive strategy where the offensive team immediately applies pressure to the opposing team's clearing attempt, trying to prevent them from moving the ball out of their defensive zone. We see that a lot from Somers, but in front of the net now for the Spartans is number 2 of Tyler Matthews. Another goal for the Spartans there.
Yeah, so that was so effective. He kind of somewhat pretended that he didn't have the ball from behind the goal. Then he got up tight, got past the one defender, and it was pretty much clear. You know, got his back around and just was wide open for a shot. Only person in the way was Hudson Ruby for that shot. Score is now 8-4.
Yeah, a great goal by the Spartans there. We're now heading back in the middle once again for the face-off. And what did the Tuskers do to prepare for this matchup? What they did is working on loose balls, clearing, and riding. Those are just some stuff they did to prepare for this matchup. As we're now back out, as it's going to be a loose ball now, and it's going to be still loose on the ground. It's going to be picked up by the Spartans. Some momentum going for the Spartans as it goes back out to 23. A loose ball there. Russell Guillermo able to pick it up for the Tuskers as it goes back out to Miguel Iglesias, as Miguel Iglesias is going to find Cameron Violante, and that's going to go in. Cameron Violante gets the goal, his first goal of the day, and that one rolls on in. What a play. Iglesias finds Violante for a great goal.
Yeah, what an assist there by Iglesias. Iglesias was down near the Somers sideline, and he was able to see Violante running up the field, right up the middle. No one was in the middle to defend him. He made a pass to Violante on a run. Violante took 2 steps and took his shot right past the keeper there, not even a chance.
So now back out there once again in the middle for the face-off. 9-4 now is your score. Tuskers looking pretty good here for them, as they're off now. So now Moving to the back out to Mayfield, who finds Miguel Iglesias, and that one's gonna go in for the Tuskers. With his 3rd goal of the day, Miguel Iglesias gets it on in, so Matt Mayfield starts off with it, gets it down. Miguel Iglesias then gets it into the goal. What a play. That was just great team effort. That play also, that drive also involved planning, and definitely something the Tuskers have worked on.
Yeah, and something we're noticing here, the Tuskers are out shooting the Spartans with 18 shots to 5. Tuskers have many more shots, but Spartans have a higher goal rate there. Spartans have 5 shots and 4 goals, so they've only had 1 shot that hasn't gone in. The Tuskers have 8 shots that haven't gone in, but they are taking more shots, as Matt Mayfield is going to win the faceoff here for Tuskers, and he's going to pass it off to the number 20 of Matt Battaglia, who passes down the line to Iglesias, who wraps it around the goal to Violante. Violante trying to work his way into the middle. Violante in. And that is going to be a goal for Cameron Violante. Just barely able to get it in that corner there. Cameron Violante with his 2nd goal of the night.
So Cameron Violante able to take it from behind and get it on in. Another great goal by Cameron Violante, someone who's been big for the Tuskers all season. Only a sophomore as well, so him along with Tristan Iglesias still has 2 more, still is going to be on the Tuskers for 2 more seasons. The Tuskers can get 2 more seasons out of them, as now back in the middle once again with Matt Mayfield and McGuire out there for the face-off. It's going to be a loose ball there. A loose ball on the ground as ball is up. It's going to be taken. It's actually Penzo who is out there for the Tuskers in place of Mayfield. So JJ Penzo's on the face-off. Penzo's going to find Miguel Iglesias as Miguel Iglesias now taking his time. And yeah, Tuskers wearing their cool uniforms with the cool black and white, dark white uniforms. That's going to be tripped up. That was introduced in that big win against Squealy, 20-6. But now we got a loose ball as Miguel Iglesias picks it back up, finds Ryan Brush, and it goes in. Ryan Brush gets his 2nd goal of the day. Tuskers are now just walking and rolling as they are pulling away. Flag is down, but I think that is still going to count as Ryan Brush is going to get the goal as the Tuskers are going to make an 8-point lead.
Yes, that goal is going to count there for the Tuskers. The flags were out because a Somers player was tripped, and the referees are not going to call the play dead until Somers loses possession. In that case, in case they do score a goal just like that. So there is no penalty there. And we're going to resume play. 6:50 remaining. Somers winning 12-4.
Back out in the middle for the face-off. We got, I believe that's Penzo and number 8 out there of Gavin Baxter for the Spartans. So Matt Mayfield actually now back for the face-off, so it's going to be taken to the back. So Violante with it as the play is going to be called dead. And it's going to be a timeout. And let's take a look at our Division 1 commits from the Somers Tuskers. So we have Miguel Iglesias, Logan Ruby, Mason Kelly, and Tristan Wachell. Those are your Division 1 player commits who are going to college. Miguel Iglesias is going to Notre Dame, Logan Ruby going to Springfield, Mason Kelly going to Brown University, and of course Tristan Wachell going to Emerson.
And now we're going to take a look at your Somers goalies. So we have the number 3 of Hudson Ruby, who has been playing most of these playoffs. He's in the game currently for you. He has a few saves on the day. And we also have the number 5 of Ryder Pelkey and the number 27 of Andrew Marzella.
Yeah, and cool fact is, before we get back, yeah, this is the first time Somers has ever played Main-Endwell in a lacrosse game. So I'm sure they had footage to review about this game off local live or whatever stream they use, but it's the first time these teams have ever played, and Somers looking to have their number so far in this one. Main-Endwell, also a team that was in it in the States in football as well, made it far in the playoffs, but it's 6:42 left in the second period here as we are going to head back out now. It's going to, as the Tuskers are spread it on out, Cameron Violante starts off with it. It's going to go back out as it goes up, and it's going to wind up going back. Who was that? That was Dylan Jimenez as it goes back out to Tristan Iglesias as it goes back up, and that one goes in. Camlin Violante gets his 3rd goal of the day, tying Miguel Iglesias for the 2nd most goals today. Tristan, of course, having the most at 4, as that one goes in. A great goal by Camlin Violante, as it's now going to be a 13-4 lead for the Tuskers. Playing phenomenal today, as we got Matt Mayfield and now McGuire also going back out there for the face-off.
Yes, we're set back out there for the face-off, and Logan McGuire of Main-Endwell is going to be facing off against Mayfield.
Back out now.
They go now, and it's going to go straight backwards to Kelly. Scooped up. He's going to take it upfield as Matt Mayfield goes to the sidelines. Kelly near the far sideline. Drops it off to Violante. Violante behind the net to Iglesias. Iglesias passes up to his brother Miguel Iglesias.
So now back out, it's going to be Ryan Bush. Ryan Bush goes back out. Find Jimenez as now. As it's going to go up, and that one is going to go in. Dylan Jimenez gets it on in, as that it's going to now be a 14-4 lead. That's Dylan Jimenez first goal of the day, as that one goes on in. First one of the day for him. He has been phenomenal for the Tuskers throughout the season, scoring a goal. He started this Tuskers season off against Scarsdale, scoring that goal to start off the season less than 5 seconds into the first game of the season, and he's been great ever since for the Tuskers. As it goes back out, Mayfield finds Iglesias. Iglesias goes back out to Kelly, as Kelly is going to take it. Now Kelly taking it back, who goes back out to Violante. So now Violante now back with it, as it goes back out. As now with it is Kelly. As Kelly goes up, it's going to go too high there. The field goal is good, or extra point is good, but it does not go in for the goal.
Yep. Tristan Iglesias behind the net now, starting with it. Somers is going to keep possession. 35 seconds remaining in their offense time. Cameron Violante in front of the net now. Passes off to Kelly. Kelly with a low shot that goes in. No, that's Mason Kelly. He has his 2nd goal of the day there with an assist from Cameron Violante. Mason Kelly, number 11.
What a goal by Mason Kelly. Cam Violante able to find Mason Kelly, gets in position, finds the opening in the goal, and gets it on in a now 15-4 lead for the Tuskers, as they are pulling away in this one. This game's starting to look like a regular season game for the Tuskers, how they've played against a lot of teams this season, and they're doing it again against a great playoff squad in Main-Endwell. Very impressive. They are definitely playing like a state champion team right now. So now heads back to Tristan Iglesias, who finds Miguel Iglesias. As now Miguel Iglesias taking it to the back. Miguel Iglesias, it's going to be a loose ball there, as it's going to go back out now, back to Camlin Violante. Camlin Violante back out. It's going to find Bush. Now Bush movement around. Bush to the back. It's going to find. Back out with it now is Jimenez, as it's going to be a loose ball there, as going to go back out to Battaglia, as now a loose ball once again. It's going to be up, and it's going to be taken back by the Spartans. Number 3, McGuire, able to pick it up for the Spartans, as now it's going to be a loose ball again. A loose on the ground. Who's going to get it? It's Matt Battaglia of the Tuskers.
Battaglia running up the far sideline, heading towards the net. Dropping back, and he's going to make a pass over to Berleski, that looked like. Berleski passing it over to the 13 of Russell G. Russell G in the middle now, passing back over to...
That's Matt Battaglia with the goal. Matt Battaglia able to run it on up and gets it on in. Matt Battaglia saw the opening, ran it on up, and got it on in. What a goal by Matt Battaglia. That's his first goal of the day, as they are going to work together. Find Matt Battaglia is found there, as it's going to be now a 16-4 lead in the playoffs. What a game by the Tuskers. We're now going to head back out in the middle again for the face-off, as we got Matt Mayfield out there. for the face-off of the Tuskers once again.
Yeah, out there for the face-off still, Matt Mayfield. I don't think they're going to pull him from this game, despite the score difference there. But he wins another face-off. He's going to pass it off to Kelly coming in from the sideline. Kelly back to the top there. And he's going to drop it off to the far sideline for that looks like Cameron Violante. Cameron Violante working towards the middle. And he's going to choose to pull back. And he's going to pass it off to Russell G. Russell G taking his time there. Tuskers have all the time in the world in this game right now with 3:40 remaining in the second period of play. And he's going to pass it to Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias behind the net now.
So now Miguel Iglesias taking it from behind the net. He's going to bring it up front. He's going to find Russell G as it goes up, and it's going to wind up going off to the left. Almost a goal, but that one does not go in.
Yeah, that was a nice save by the keeper there. Able to kind of like push it away from the net.
So now Iglesias taking it back out. Miguel Iglesias goes up, tries to get the goal. A loose ball as it does not go in, and he's going to let it roll out of bounds. But Spartans it was an attempted shot for the goal. As the Tuskers were closer, they're going to be able to retain possession. So now back out Kelly. Iglesias to Kelly is going to find, that is Cameron Violante, as it's going to be taken away by the Spartans. But now a loose ball. Spartans take it back. So movement down the field for the Spartans now, number 18.
18 there. Passing across the field to number 2 of Tyler Matthews. Tyler Matthews unable to make it past his defender there. It looks like Logan Ruby defending there. No, that is actually Russell G guarding him there. He's going to pass it off to the number 18. 18 works his way behind the net there, guarded by Kelly. Directly behind the net now. He's going to work his way to the front for a shot. Shot for number 18 of the Spartans. Goes in over the shoulders of Hudson Ruby.
Lucas Chakaka. That is his second goal of the day, as that one goes on in for the Spartans. As number 18 of Luca gets it on in, as it's now going to be a 16-5 game. In this one, we're going to head back out in the middle once again for the face-offs. And some storylines heading into this one. So another storyline is the Tuskers have not made the state championships since 2003. This is the first time they've made the finals this far in the playoffs, the state final 4 since 2009, and they're looking to get back to the championship as they're well on the way as of right now, up by 11. So Miguel Iglesias with it. And it's going to wind up going out. Tuskers being closest are going to be able to retain possession. It's going to be Tristan Iglesias who's going to start off with it, who goes back out to Kelly. 2:10 left in the first half.
It's Brian Brush there in the corner now. Trying to work to the front, around the net. He's going to make a quick pass up to the top. It's going to find Kelly. Kelly trying to work his way in the middle. He's going to pass to the number 7 Iglesias, who puts the shot on net, but it is deflected way out of the way into the woods over the fence there, and Somers going to be closest on the out of bounds, so that's Violante to bring it back in. Violante passes to the top. He finds Battaglia. Battaglia finds Kelly. Kelly running into some defenders there, getting a stick check. Kelly in the middle now. Ball pops out of his stick, but there's no one there to stop the number 9 of Root.
So now back out with is Battaglia. Battaglia winds up with it, and he runs up, goes around into the middle to get the goal of number 20 of Matt Battaglia, a senior at Somers High School, gets his second goal of the day, as that one goes on in for Matt Battaglia. It is now a 17-5 lead, folks. We haven't even reached halftime yet, folks. It's a 12-point game, and we've already reached the point in, I don't know if this is a playoff, I believe it's not, but in the regular season, at this point, they'd start running the clock at this point. The Tuskers, a great dominant performance against a team in a team in the Final Four. So they're playing great. So if the Tuskers are able to continue this, I feel confident we're going to be heading to the championship, as now Spartans back out there.
Spartans back out there on offense. 1:13 remaining in the second period of play. Number 2 there seems he attempted a shot, but maybe stick on it there from Somers. It's going to head out of bounds. That was 19 of Brett Kennedy with a good defense there. Ball back in bounds now. Finds its way to number 8 at the top. Near the 40-yard line, working his way in. The 20, he's going to have a bouncing shot down. It's going to go out of bounds. 50 seconds remaining in the first half.
So now the Spartans are going to take it back out. So move it now for, that's number 7. He's going to bring it around. A loose ball there, knocked back out on the guard, but he's able to pick it up. That was Brandon Lyle on the guard, also senior at Somers High School, is taken from the back. Movement around now, finds number 18 as 18 now with it in the back. It's going to find 2. So 2 now with it. Guard 22 is now 2 trying to go. It's going to find 27. It's a loose ball. Who's going to wind up with it? It's going to be the Tuskers. Tristan Watchell with it now. It's going to be thrown across as 18 seconds left in this one.
Yeah, with 18 seconds left, it's back with the Spartans, and a pass from number 2 to number 27 goes in. So that's another goal there for the Spartans of number 27. Landon Rollo with his second goal of the night.
And with that, it's going to be a 7-6 lead now. Yeah, Landon Rollo gets it on in. We got Matt Mayfield heading back out once again for the faceoff. And stay tuned, as during halftime, we're not going anywhere, as with 13 seconds left in this one, we will be here tuned into our halftime show, as we'll be discussing the game and so forth. As now clock ticking down. Mayfield with it, goes back out, and Rush almost able to get it, goes too high, and that will do it for the end of the second period and the first half. I'm Benny Silk, here with Brandon Nappi and Jayden Ferry, and we'll be right back for a halftime show after a quick commercial break.
Watch the Somers Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
A fumble! This could be game!
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall.
I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Somers Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
And welcome back, as it's halftime, folks, and what a first half. As you see, we are here in Middletown at the game. Just an amazing experience. I want to thank Mr. Haddam and everyone else who set this up for us. Thank you so much. But let's get started. Brandon, do you want to give a recap of the first half?
Yes, I'd love to. So starting off with the first quarter, immediately we started off with the Spartans, number 27 scoring, answered right back quickly. Mason Kelly answered, followed by Tristan Iglesias with two goals of his own, both off rebounds there. And then after that, Main-Endwell, number 2 of Tyler Matthews, had a goal for him unassisted. After that, returning Tristan Iglesias with his 3rd goal of the day, assisted by Matt Mayfield right off the faceoff. And then another goal unassisted from Tristan Iglesias shortly following his brother's goal. Miguel Iglesias had his first goal of the night, assisted by his brother, Tristan Iglesias. That will bring you to the end of your first quarter of play. Benny, would you like to talk about the second quarter?
Yeah, I would love to. So, yeah, second quarter started off with
a Main-Endwell goal from number 18.
Yeah, so Main-Endwell got the goal, and then that was followed up by a Miguel Iglesias goal, then a Ryan Brush goal. Just a great play there, as then Main-Endwell scored 2 more goals there. Would you like to take the West?
Yeah, so after that, sorry, I have bad handwriting. Benny can't read that. Cameron Violante had a goal assisted by Matt Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias then had a goal of his own assisted by Mayfield off the face-off. After that, Cameron Violante had a goal unassisted. Ryan Brush had a goal with a Miguel Iglesias assist. Cameron Violante with another unassisted goal. Dylan Jimenez with a goal of his own, first goal in this game. Mason Kelly had a goal of his own assisted by Cameron Violante. After that, Matt Battaglia had an unassisted goal. Then finally, Main-Endwell decided to return back, and number 18 had a goal of his own there. In between another goal from Main-Endwell, we had Battaglia scoring. After that, 27 of Main-Endwell scoring, assisted by the number 2 of Tyler Matthews.
Yeah, so what a great first half by the Tuskers, despite not being able to understand handwriting. Yeah, it was a great first half, and I want to hear both your thoughts on the first half. Brandon, we want to start off first.
It was a slower start for Somers. I think for the first goal to score by Main-Endwell, it took about 3 minutes, but after that, it really picked up. Main-Endwell scored that goal, and that must have woken up the Tuskers here, because they returned fire with 3 goals of their own, which I love, but I just wish that they would have had that energy right out of the gates.
Yeah, definitely. You could definitely see that Somers was... I mean, both teams were really at like a slower start in the beginning. Definitely came out in the second quarter. I mean, look at that score, 17-6. It's just a great game. Way surpassed my prediction, which we'll get into later.
Yeah, definitely. The Tuskers are against a state opponent. Yes, Main-Endwell, it sounded like talking to Coach DeVito, they weren't going to be the toughest opponent, but at the same time, they have come out. They're playing against Main-Endwell, dominating on the scoreboard, how they have against a bunch of teams this season in Section 1. And the performance by Main-Endwell today performance by the Tuskers just has been incredible, showing how they deserve to be state champions. 7 goals, and yeah, so let's talk about what's the most impressive play of the first half. And I'll start off first. There was so many great plays, but I think that Matt Mayfield won to face off to Miguel Iglesias for that quick goal, but there was just so many. You could list all of them. All the ones that Brandon just said were all great plays, especially on the Somers side of things. But Jayden, do you have any plays that have stuck out to you?
Yeah. So I'm seeing like the Miguel Iglesias goal is pretty much right out the gate, right off the face-off. They went straight into it super quick. Not very heavily guarded there, and it was assisted by Matt Mayfield. It was just a spectacular performance there on that shot. Brandon?
Yeah, so my play of the first half is going to be a Miguel Iglesias goal, and that's going to be the goal that was assisted by his brother, Tristan Iglesias. I believe we were seeing some of that brother chemistry there, allowing these two to work together so perfectly to bring the ball out from the back of the net and to take a shot from the middle.
Yeah, so now, who do you think, have there been any players that have stuck out in the first half? Brandon, any players?
Yeah, my player of the first half probably has to be Tristan Iglesias with 4 goals and 1 assist there. He had the first 2 goals. No, he had the second and third goal for the Tuskers, which I really believe set them up for the rest of this first half there.
So, player of the first half. It's always hard for me to decide because this is such a team effort. Big team effort really comes together. But if I really had to pick one, if I was absolutely forced to, I guess I would have to pick Tristan Iglesias. I mean, I think have had 4 shots. Is that right? 4 goals that were made, and they were pretty much all at the beginning, or mostly at the beginning. It was just an impressive performance from a sophomore. Benny?
Yeah, I gotta agree with Jayden here. Yeah, Tristan Iglesias, a great performance, but the Iglesias brothers combined. Also, Cameron Violante had 3 goals as well, going through my big thing of notes here. And we also had Mason Kelly and Ryan Brush. Matt Battaglia also with 2 goals. Dylan Jimenez with 1. And it's been looking around, seeing, Iglesias has 4, but it's been a team effort. It's been a team effort all season, and this team effort is the reason why they are up so big at this moment and doing such a great job there. But now, let's talk a little bit. Let's get to know your commentators a little bit as we have 2:24 left. So let's just talk about. Let's just talk about each other. So Jayden, do you want to talk a little bit about yourself?
So I'm Jayden Ferry. I'm the technician. You can see here I have iPad full of buttons. I've been controlling the live stream. I believe that I might go and commentate a little bit for the second half, but these guys have been spectacular for the first. And yeah, I've been doing this since last year. We started with football and local live, and now we're here on YouTube in Middletown. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm Brandon Nappi. I've known Benny since I was probably around 10, and it's been an honor to commentate alongside him today and for the entirety of this past school year. I've been switching back and forth with him throughout the course of this game, commentating both Somers and the Spartans, and I look forward to the second half.
Yeah, and I'm Benny. I'm the founder and president. I actually just passed the torch to these two for next year, but founder of the Somers Sports Broadcasting Club. And cool fact about me, I hope to do this for my career. I'm going to Rowan University to do this for college and hope to do this as a future career. I'm also an Eagle Scout, a cool fact there. But we're about to get started as the teams are warming up. Let's just give predictions for the second half. Brandon, what do you see happening? Who do you see winning this game? What's your final score prediction?
Yeah, 17-6 game right now. Somers going to slow down a little bit, putting some substitutions in. I think this is going to be a 23-11 final score there, Tuskers, moving on to the state championship.
If I heard you correct, I think we have the same prediction, 25-11? Oh, so you have 23-11, I have 25-11. I think just over the course of this game so far, I think Somers is still going to have momentum and still going to take the win, but I'm not sure if they're going to continue their pace and how fast they're going to be scoring. But I don't know. I think they've been doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, I'm going to go right in between you. I think the Spartans are going to give a fight a little more in the second half, but I think it's going to be a 24 to 10 win for the Tuskers. Tuskers have been playing phenomenal, and I think they're going to continue what they're doing in the second half. Just not as many points as they already have a big lead. We're probably going to see some backups come in the fourth quarter as well. But thank you for tuning into our halftime show. We're going to get started with the third quarter in just one moment. Go ahead. Now back out there into the middle for the face-off to start off the third quarter. So back out there now as it's going to be a loose ball there. Loose on the ground as he's going to be called. And we'll see what the call is going to be as it's going to be, they're going to sub on in. So it's going to be, yeah, so Iglesias is going to go back out to Mason Kelly, who goes back out to Ryan Brush. So Tosco's taking around back out to Jimenez, as now Jimenez now with it, as goes back out to Violante. Violante out with it, as it goes back out. Gonna go back out to Mendez, as Mendez goes back out. Is gonna find Iglesias, as Iglesias goes back out to Kelly. Kelly goes back out to Iglesias, as now Iglesias with it, taking it around. Miguel Iglesias to the back, trying to go in for it, as Miguel Iglesias goes around, as it's going to be a loose ball that if he's able to get it back, as Iglesias goes back out to Kelly, as Kelly goes up, and Mason Kelly gets it on in for the goal. Mason Kelly's third goal of the day, as that one goes on in. The Tuskers are going to take an 18-6 lead now, as the Tuskers continue to dominate this one, as that's a fast goal there by the Tuskers. As we head back into the middle for the face-off, I want to just take a moment to recognize all the people that were in the Somers booth this season. So we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that at our next break, as we're already back into the middle for the face-off. So back out now is Matt Mayfield and McGuire. So with it now, it's gonna be Mayfield taking it, moving around. Matt Mayfield back out. So Matt Mayfield goes back out to Tristan Iglesias. Tristan Iglesias back out. It's going to find Cameron Violante. It's now Cameron Violante with it to the back. It's going to find Dylan Jimenez. Jimenez with it. There goes Jimenez. As he goes around, finds number 3, goes to the back. It's going to find Miguel Iglesias. As it goes back out to Kelly, trying to get a second goal to start off this third quarter, but it's going to wind up rolling out of bounds. Tuskers up 18-6 still, so as they're going to bring it back in as Tuskers with it, as goes back out Brush. So move it now for Ryan Brush, as Brush is going to take it up, goes up. It's going to go off to the right as it winds up rolling out of bounds, but Tuskers, as an attempted shot for the goal, Tuskers closest. Cameron Violante is going to take it. So here comes Cameron Violante coming around. Cameron Violante to the back. As it goes up, tries to get the goal, but a block there. A flag goes on out. Jimenez picks it up. Tries to get it, but now it's going to be called a flag. And,
yeah, what a possession there for Somers. I mean, they held it for quite a while, had some good shot attempts. Yeah, we're going to see what is happening. Players are getting ready for a restart, I believe, after that flag. So the flag is against the Spartans. For unnecessary roughness is what the call is. So Somers, I believe Miguel Iglesias is going to start off. Benny, take it.
So yeah, Miguel Iglesias back out there for the Tuskers as they spread it on out. Got Miguel Iglesias, Mason Kelly, as Miguel Iglesias is going to take it back, finds Ryan Brush. Ryan Brush goes back out to Cameron Violante. Cameron Violante finds Dylan Jimenez. As it goes back, finds Kelly. As now back out to Iglesias. As it goes back out to Violante, and a great stop there by the Spartans.
So Spartans, number 32, the flag was called upon. Now we have Spartans over on the right side, pretty far back, so they got some distance to make. Here we go. Oh, Somers gets it back.
So now Somers back with it. As with it now is Miguel Iglesias is going to go back out to Kelly. Kelly to the back out to Iglesias. It's going to be a loose ball there. Picked back up by Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias throws it to the back, finds Kelly once again. It's Kelly with it. Goes back out to Dylan Jimenez as it goes up, and he's gonna get it on in. Dylan Jimenez gets it on in for the Tuskers, as it's now gonna be a 19-6 game. The Tuskers extend their lead as they get it on in. What a goal by Dylan Jimenez. And as Jayden.
Okay, so Dylan Jimenez, yeah, it's a great shot. It was low. I think being low definitely works for any team really on the shooting. It just makes it so much harder to defend.
Yeah, so now back out there once again for the face-off. 2 straight goals for the Tuskers to start off this second half as it's 8:04 left. Tuskers already extending this to a 13-point lead as it's going to be. So now with it, it's going to be. So with it now, it's going to be the Tuskers moving around. It's going to go back out. So Cameron Violante.
After a call for, I believe, holding or something like that, Somers is now going to have possession.
So now with his Russell G, takes it to the back, finds Iglesias, as it's going to be a loose ball now, picked up by Tristan Iglesias. Tristan Iglesias has it, tries to get the inside goal. Now a loose ball once again, tries to get it from the inside, but winds up going loose, and it's going to be picked up by the Spartans.
Still
now
loose.
Ball. It's going to be a loose ball on the ground. It's going to be taken back by Russell G. Russell G taking it back, as taking his time now. Movement back is going to find Cameron Violante. Back out to Russell Glamo, as Glamo with it now, taking it to the back. Russell G, bringing it around, taking his time now.
Yeah, guard by one Spartan.
As Russell G's going to take it back, finds Tristan Iglesias, and that one goes in. Russell G finds Tristan Iglesias. Russell G with the assist as Tristan Iglesias. That's going to be goal number 5 for him today.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a great setup there. So I think the passing game definitely also works for scoring. He was around, and then he passed to Somers' offense, who was completely unguarded and was able to trick up the goalie, again, an 8th grader, and get it in there. So you score 20-6.
It's now back in the middle once again for the face-off. So Matt Mayfield gets it again. Matt Mayfield taking it down. Going for the shot. He's going to take it out to the left. So now a loose ball loses it there. Mayfield, is he able to get it? It's going to be picked up. That is Tristan Iglesias who picks it up now. Tristan Iglesias gets the goal. Tristan Iglesias gets his 6th goal of the day. Wow. The Tuskers make it a 21-6 lead, already equaling the amount of points they scored in the last game against Wantagh.
Yeah, I mean, Somers has an incredible amount of possession in this quarter so far. Incredible amount of scoring. It's definitely impressive to see. I don't believe the Spartans have scored at all this quarter.
Now back in the middle once again for the face-off, as it's now a 21-6 lead. Tuskers have had 31 shots, gotten 21 of them, and Spartans with 7 shots today have gotten 6 of them. So now with it, it's going to be picked up. So picked up, it's going to wind up being picked up by J.J. Penzo, who's out there for the face-off. So J.J. Penzo is going to bring it to the back. He's going to find Violante as a flag out, but they're going to continue to play here as now Tristan Iglesias, only Tusker in the back. He's going to bring it around. Tristan Iglesias takes it back, and it looks like they're going to whistle it dead. So yes, as we have a second, I want to recognize a few people. The people that were in the booth for the Tuskers all season long at Somers. So we have Miss Tippett, who did the clock and goal announcements up there for multiple games. And when it wasn't Miss Tippett, Miss Slasher was up there as well. Mr. Haddam also always up there sometimes, or just helping out. And Mr. D. LaFlippo doing the shot clock. Also Scott Pyers, the DJ, and did the game music, and also a big supporter of what we did. As it goes in. Did you guys see who got that? I think that was Brush, as the Tuskers get another one.
Yeah, so after that restart.
So
Ryan Brush is on that goal. After that restart, Miguel Iglesias had possession, then gave it to Brush, and it went straight in. Now the score is 22-6 with 4 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the 3rd period.
That is Ryan Brush's 3rd goal of the day, and the Tuskers already with 22 points in this game. They're trying to pass their season high of 24 points in a game that was against Pleasantville. As so, now it's going to be taken back out to Miguel Iglesias, as Miguel Iglesias with the bat in the back guard by number 17, as 17 taking it. Movement now for Miguel Iglesias. It's going to go too high there.
So now the clock is going to be constantly rolling as the Tuskers lead. And yes, the clock is rolling in the 3rd period. That is not ever a common occurrence. Somers is going to start again from behind the field, or behind the goal.
So now, now with it, it's Kelly, as Violante finds Kelly. Now back out. It's going to find back to Violante, who goes back out. With it now, the Tuskers as it goes off, and it's going to wind up going to the left. That was Matt Battaglia who attempted to shoot the goal there, but Tuskers are going to be Tristan Iglesias, who's going to start off with it, as they were the closest. So here comes in Tristan Iglesias, movement around, a great performance stay by the Tuskers as Tristan Iglesias gets his 7th.
Wow.
What a goal.
Yeah, a far shot. I mean, Somers seem rolling their way past the Spartans. This is 23-6 game now. Again, that was number 21, Tristan Iglesias on the shot.
7th goal today by Tristan Iglesias, 10th by an Iglesias brother, and now the Tuskers make it a 23-6 game. What a performance. What a game by Tristan Iglesias. And folks, at this point, please go and comment in the live chat who you think deserves to be the Somers Sports Broadcasting Club MVP of this game. If there's no names, the 3 of us will decide a winner, as it's going to be A loose ball is going to be picked up by number 8 of the Spartans.
So the Spartans, that's oh gosh,
Number
sorry.
7 with it. That is Grace Declan.
Okay, so now they're on the right side behind the field. Behind the goal, looking for an opening, taking their time. That's the Spartans. He's opening up to the right. That's, I believe, that is number 12, Jack Hendrickson, on the shot attempt, but Somers is gonna hold it back.
So now Tuskers are going to bring it back out as there's Andrew Marzella, who is in as the goalie, a senior at Somers High School, also an Eagle Scout, as the ball rolls on out. So it is going to be Main-Endwell's ball as they are going to take it on back. So moving
That's
in for
Zachary Battaglini. He's going to start from the 10-yard line. Now he's already at the midfield. He's going, and a flag has been called, but they're going to still continue to play. It's going to go over to the right side, roughly at the 35-yard line. We have 45 seconds left in this quarter. It's going to pass behind the goal. Now in front, that's number 2. Number 2, Tyler Matthews. Someone who to look out for on the Spartans. He still has possession now, and he's going to shoot, and it's going to be deflected, not in the goal. So it's 30 seconds now in the quarter.
So,
I believe the Spartans are still going to have possession.
So the attempted shot, as the Spartans were closest, as there's attempted goal, they're going to be able to retain possession, but they're going to also, looks like they are going to let this quarter tick on down as...
Yeah, 10 seconds, 8, 7, 6, they're just going to be idling. Okay, now they're going to start, but yeah, the Spartans are just going to idle. And that's the end of the third period.
And yeah, there is a penalty on George Sullivan, but that's going to do it for the end of the third. Tuskers up by 17 as they continue to dominate this one, and we will be right back after a quick commercial break.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
A fumble! This could be game!
I'm with
Nikki Duffy.
Dean Palzall.
I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo, he definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it sweet.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
And welcome back. As Brandon, you want to talk a little bit about Coach Hirsch's, the Somers Tuskers coaching history?
Yeah. So Coach Hirsch started his coaching career as an assistant coach at Hamden Sydney College in 2008, and then he moved over to Lynchburg University for 2 years. That was 2009 and 2010, and he served as an assistant coach at Head Hud from 2011 to 2023, a long time there, and he's been at Somers ever since for the past 2 years. I believe we're set up for the start of the fourth period. Rolling clock there, and Spartans will start on the Somers side. So it's 18 with it, and it's going to be whistle dead.
As the game...
The referees are going to send him all the way back. They're going to send him back a little bit out of the offensive area.
Yes. So they are moved on back. So they got Spartans spread it on out after the call, and now as we wait on the call, let's talk about Coach Spillane's coaching history. So Coach Spillane grew up in Long Island. He played at Harvey High School, not too far from Wantagh, which is the team the Tuskers played in the last round. And Coach Spillane was very fortunate to have a dad and brother who also played lacrosse. After high school, Coach Spillane went and played at Manhattan College. Since then, he has been coaching at high school lacrosse for 12 years since he graduated. Coach Spillane has been at Somers for 2 years, and he has coached at a few other places like Bronxville, John Jay before that. And yeah, Coach Spillane is the assistant coach for the Tuskers, along with Coach DeVito and some others. As we wait, yeah, so we got Coach Nick DeVito, Coach Mark Pico, and Coach Wazula. Also, those are the assistant coach names on the roster. I believe there's a few more assistant coaches as well. As we're still waiting for the start of this one. Yeah, so Brandon, who are some of the other as we're back now, we'll get to the other assistant coaches in a bit. So picked back up by number 8, who's going to go back out to 7, as it's going to go around. Now 2 with it, who goes back out to 18. 18 back out to 22. As that one, they try to attempt the show. It's going to be a loose ball there, and
covered by Marzella.
So Marzella able to pick it up, but
possession is going to be given back to Main-Endwell. But some other assistant coaches include Pete Morgan, Doug Packard, our athletic trainer, Kevin Mullen, our team managers, Nikki Duffy and Grant Brush, and the Water Boys, Grayson Spano, Will Spillane, Casey David, Kenny Cristante, and Bobby Burke.
So now they're taking it on back. So going across there, as it's going to be a loose ball there, as it's going to be picked up by number 10. That's George Sullivan. As it goes back now, that's Di Pasquale in for the Tuskers as well. The backups now in for the Tuskers. A few starters still in, but Tuskers letting their backups have a little playing time here in this big game, as now Newman heads on in as well. So movement around. So now here comes Newman taking it from behind, guard by 22. As Newman's taking it in the back, it's going to find Battaglia. Takes it to the back. So now Battaglia, movement to the back. It's taking his time from around. As Battaglia goes back up, it's going to find Di Pasquale, and that one goes in. Di Pasquale gets the goal for the Tuskers, his first one of the day. Tuskers tie a season best of 24 points, as that one goes on in, and as it goes in for Di Pasquale, number 14 gets it on in to make it a 24-6 lead, an 18-point lead for the Tuskers, as that one goes on in. So a 24-6 game now, as we're going to head back into the middle for the face-off with J.J. Penzo. Actually, we got number 32 of Jared Costello out there for the Tuskers. Back out in the middle now, taken back by the Spartans. So it's going to be taken down the field as it goes up, tries to get the quick goal, does not go in. A loose ball now.
And it's scooped up by number 8, still in front of the net, and it's going to be fielded by Marzella. Marzella going to take his time here. We have 9:20 remaining in the game here. Tuskers with a 24-6 lead. Marzella going to bring it out to the 30-yard line before he makes a pass to James Bryn. James Bryn across the line to unsure the number in the 30s. But that is a goal there for, I believe,
that's 35 of
Cooper Sternberg, number 35.
Cooper Sternberg gets it on in, as it's now a 25-6 lead. Also, you may know him as the cameraman for the JJ Penzo Logan Ruby interview, as that one goes on in. Now back into the middle for the face-off, as we got Costello in for the Tuskers. Tuskers running away with this one now with their season high 25 points over the Spartans. What a performance by the Tuskers. As we're now back into the middle for the face-off. 8:20 left in this one, as it's going to be taken back out now, as its movement play is going to be called back. It's going to be called Somers ball, I believe. So yeah, Somers with it now, as Battaglia, movement around. There goes Battaglia. Battaglia still in, who's going to find the 31, as that one goes up, and that one goes on in. Number 31. We do not have the number or name on the roster, but I believe that's Dean Monticelli, as he has worn that number in past games. But sometimes they switch things up. But that one goes on in as number 31 gets the goal for the Tuskers. A now 26-6 lead, folks. Yeah, this is a lacrosse game. We're seeing 26 points up on the board. Incredible performance by the Tuskers, as it's going to be taken back. As now it's going to be with it. As now to the back. It's going to be Sullivan. Sullivan goes back out. It's going to find Battaglia. Battaglia now back with it, taking his time, finds Luke Duffy. Luke Duffy now with it, as Luke Duffy taking his time to the back. There goes Luke Duffy, as he's going to take it, brings it to the back now, as going around guard, as Luke Duffy goes back up, as DePasquale goes up, and it's going to go in. DePasquale gets his second goal of the day for the Tuskers. Alexander DePasquale gets it in, as now it's going to be a 27-6 game. Yes, this is not a football score, it's a lacrosse score. Brandon.
Yeah, back in the face-off in the middle now. It looks like we have the 31 and Dean Monticelli in for the face-off. Second string players now in, and Monticelli going to have the face-off win. He's charged towards the net, but he loses the ball. A flag comes out. It's going to be against the Spartans as the Tuskers continue with possession. As the ball rolls out of bounds, they're going to stop and address the penalty there. We'll see what the referees call that.
So, as they address the penalties, I'm going to talk about a few Somers matchups quickly that stuck out, that were big for Somers this season. So that game against New Canaan, yes, they lost. But they lost 10-5. They gave this New Canaan squad a very great fight, and they're one of the best teams in the nation. The fact that Tuskers played this well against them was incredible. Another matchup that stuck up to me was that 20-6 win over Greeley, a team that we lost to in the Section 1 playoffs last year, and then we had a dominant performance against them. That just shows how great this team is. And then finally we got the 12-7 win over Y, as we're now back in the game, as got a loose ball.
Yeah, number 2 of the Tyler Matthews is out on a penalty. It's 40 seconds remaining for his penalty, so Somers is up a man. But we have the number 4 of Blasio with the ball passing around. It's going to make its way to the number 12 of Brush and back to Blasio. Blasio is going back to the 35, back to Blasio. Back to Brush, back. Trying to make a pass in the middle to George Sullivan, it looks like, but it was knocked down by a defender and was given to the goalie there. So Spartans will have the ball back with 5 minutes remaining left in the fourth period. Spartans with a shot there, and it's going to be blocked, and the goalie, now in Ryder Pelkey, lost it, but he was able to find it. It was right in front of him.
So now, movement back as Tuskers. Pelkey has it right now. Also a senior at Somers High School as Pelkey goes back out. It's going to find Sullivan. It's going to be a loose ball now as it's going to be picked up. It's going to wind up being picked up by, waiting for the number to move that, as it's going to go back out now. It was Newman who picked it up before, but now Monticelli, as it goes back out to number 28, Harry Bileski. Bileski movement around as Bileski goes on back. Bileski with it now, as it's going to be a loose ball there. And there goes Main-Endwell taking it on back. Movement down the field as number 2 taking it from Main-Endwell. Still have their starters in as the ball goes up in the air. As a stop from Somers. These Somers backups are playing these Main-Endwell starters very well here in the fourth, as a loose ball again. 3:47 left as winds up going out of bounds. What will the call be, however, as it could have been either or who had touched it last. It's going to be Main-Endwell's ball. So now number 2 with it.
2 with it now. Attempted shot is blocked by Pelkey. Pelkey taking over. Somers said 3 goalies played today. We have 3:22 remaining in the fourth period of play. Passing out from the net. Pelkey to Bateman. Bateman to bring it across midfield. Bateman making a long pass. Pass back to Bileski. Berleski taking his time at the top, dropping it off to Sternberg as he comes in from the bench. Sternberg's going to make his way to the middle of the field. He's going to make a pass to Brush. Brush making a pass down and behind the net there. Looks like we have Velasquez. Velasquez to Sullivan. Sullivan back up to the Berleski. Berleski back to the top to find Sternberg. He's going to make a long throw out of bounds. I believe Somers was out of offensive time there, and that's why they're good. He just chose to throw it out of bounds. Somers is at the point where they are just wasting time. We have 2:30 left in the game. Somers has almost definitely secured their trip to the state championship.
Yeah, this game has flew on by as now movement for number 8 of the Spartans, bringing it down the field. Right now, it is a whopping 21-point lead for the Tuskers as takes to the back now, 27 with it, taking it from around, goes to the back, 27 has it. Goes back out, guarded by Monticelli as tries to get the goal. It winds up going off to the right. But as Spartans were close, they're going to be able to retain possession as it goes back out now to number 2. Number 2, Matthews, as that's going to be a loose one there. Loose ball. And it's going to be the Tuskers who wind up with it. Karen Pico able to pick it up for the Tuskers. Bring it on back. So Pico bringing on back with 1:38 left in this one as it's taken back and it's gonna attempted shot as that one pulls a loose one. It winds up, we'll see what the call was there. It looks like it's gonna be Somers' ball. So now taken back out, now Somers back out. Gonna be almost a shot there that goes off to the left. 1:11 left in this one.
All right, we have about 1 minute remaining. Endwell is going to have the ball here to start this last minute. Goalie is going to be bringing up the 8th grade goalie from the Spartans, bringing it almost to midfield. It is almost impossible for Endwell to come back, but 8 charging towards the net now. 8's going to make a shot that is saved by Pelkey. It almost rolled in after that, but it did not. He was able to get a stick on it in time. It was right on the line there. Passes out of the net to the number 24 of Ryan Bateman. Ryan Bateman's hitting across. Ryan Bateman, with 30 seconds left, is in the offensive zone. He's going to make a pass down low. Pass back, all the way back to the top. Unsure who that is. Can't get the number there. It looks like another pass going to be made to Monticelli, who passes to Velasquez.
So 18 seconds now left in this one. The clock is ticking down as
ticking down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And their Somers Tuskers are going to be advancing to the state championship.
What a game! For the first time since 2003, you have your Somers Tuskers who are heading to the state championship, looking to win their first state championship this Saturday at 10 a.m. at Hobart. What a game, a 27-6 win as the Tuskers are gonna take that one. The Somers Tuskers, they're heading back to the state championship, the second state championship we have seen them reach this season in sports. They made it to the varsity football state championship where they won that one 51-27, and now they're gonna try to do it again with lacrosse. And unbelievable performance there as they are heading to the state championship. So, Brandon, before we go, what are your final thoughts on this game?
Yeah, just something to think about here. Most of these lacrosse players were players on the football team, the state championship winning football team, and most of those players are starters and the key players on this team. So Somers just has great athletes all around there, and I think this team is going to go all the way with a win Saturday.
Yeah, I feel confident about this team from the beginning. This team has just been a phenomenal team throughout the entire season long. I knew from the way beginning, since that New Canaan game, that this team was special and they were going to go far. A great win, a season high of 27 points in this game as they head to the state championship. What a game. And yeah, Jayden, what are your thoughts on the game?
is such an impressive score from Somers. 27-6. It's awesome. And they're going to states. It's just like they haven't been in such a long time, and it's so cool to see them go again. Again, your score is 27-6. I'm Jayden Ferry.
Hold on, before we go, we still got some more. So, who do you think the player of the game is?
Ooh, player of the game. I'm going to have to give that to Tristan Iglesias. He had 3 goals in the second half. He had 7 goals on the day, and he had 1 assist as well.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Yeah, I gotta agree with you, as well as it looks like, according to the comments, Matt Mayfield's gonna be named the SSBC MVP. But you gotta say, Tristan Iglesias had a great game, and I think a whopping 7 goals for him. It was just an amazing game for him from beginning to end. Jayden, are there any players that have stuck out to you?
Any stick-out players?
Yeah, definitely. But what a game by the Tuskers. Your final score, 27 Tuskers, Spartans 6. And they're going to do it as the Tuskers move on to the Class C State Championship, which will be this Saturday at Hobart, 10 a.m. We will be back doing some type of broadcast for that, possibly and hopefully at Hobart. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you next time.